Again with our updated Peak Fitness warm-up. So our warm-up begins with stretching. The first thing we're going to do is hold each of these stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. So what I'm going to do is this first stretch is called 90-90 stretch, because what I'm doing is I'm crossing one foot in front, one foot in back. I'm going to line my belly button up with the front kneecap. Keeping my back flat, I lean forward until I feel a stretch in my butt cheek here. So again, it's holding here. You can tell the client to kind of shift their weight a little more to the outside, show that they feel their butt. 20 to 30 seconds here. From here, I'm just going to turn my body towards the opposite leg here. All right, I should feel a stretch in the back hip. Again, I'm holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Then I'm going to switch sides. You do the same thing, just lean forward, hold, twist, hold, and there we go. Our next stretch is a half kneeling stretch, okay? And so for this one, we're going to give the client an Eric's pad. We're going to come into a half kneeling position. If necessary, give the client like a pole or something to hold on to. We're just holding here. Again, I'm cueing, you should be feeling stretch here, butt cheek is tight, make sure the client's not arching it back. I'm dropping the ribs down, just holding for 20 to 30 seconds. We do both sides. 20 to 30 seconds, you can cue the client to get tight with their abs. From there, we're going to go to a split stance stretch. With this one, I just keep my leg wide. I sit my butt back to my heel. And again, I hold here for 20 to 30 seconds. Do both sides. And all of these can also be done actively when we're moving. I tend to do that a little bit more when I'm warming the client up versus cooling them down. All right, our last stretch is a straddle stretch. And with that one, I just put my one leg forward, one leg back. It's kind of like I'm doing like a split almost. I lean forward to feel the stretch here. And again, I just hang out. 20 to 30 seconds in each position, okay? From here, we're gonna move into the activation portion of our warm-up, okay? With this one, what we're gonna start out with is what is called dead bug breathing. Okay, so here, I get my feet off the ground, I press my back on the ground, I cue the client to take a deep breath in through their belly, blow out, inside. So as I'm pushing into my knees, taking a deep breath in, just kind of relaxing everything, then I'm blowing out, pressing my back into the ground, putting pressure into my knees here. One more time, deep breath in, blow out, and tight. And with that one, just think about cueing long, deep breathing. Our next one is a leg lowering. Okay, so for leg lowering, I'm going to grab my leg, again, back, just press to the ground, and just raising and lowering. And I'm going to go generally 8 reps, or 30 seconds on each side. All right, our last exercise on our back here is a floor slide. So with floor slide, my elbows are here, deep breath in, go out, slide up and out. Again, I feel a stretch in the chest, I come down, deep breath in, blow out, slide up and out. And again, I'm looking for 8 reps. All right, after that, I'm gonna come on all fours here. I'm gonna rock my butt to my heel, reach out in front of me as far as I can, take my hand on my head. I'm going to get my elbow into my armpit. I'm going to keep it climbed. Think about sniffing your armpit. I'm going to rotate from my upper back. So I'm trying to move from this area here, my upper back, versus my lower back. I'm looking up and out, following my eyes with my elbow with my eyes, and coming down the back. I'm rocking my butt to my heels so my lower back doesn't move at the same time. And again, I'm going to do about 8 on each side, or about 30 seconds on each side. Our last exercise is a bird dog. Okay, with bird dog, I want to cue the client to get their back flat with the table. So I might have them arch around a couple times, kind of get an idea of what that feels like, and then find a spot in the middle. Deep breath in, blow out, extend and hold. Deep breath in, blow out, extend and hold. Again, try to keep my hamstring as I do this. Deep breath in, blow out. Now, this last portion of our warm-up is actually our mobility / dynamic warm-up stuff where we're getting the client on their feet. By now the client is activated, they have the right muscles on, we've improved flexibility a little bit. Now we're going to just move them through some basic movement patterns. So with this one, our first exercise is called a squat to stand. With squat to stand, I'm going to get my hand around my feet around my ankles. I'm a little bit more flexible around my feet. I sit into a deep squat. I push my knees out. I raise my arms up. I stand. With this one, I want to cue my clients to keep their feet pointed forward. Okay, when they lap mobility, what they're going to want to do is kind of spin the feet out like that. Okay, another error that they'll make is not getting the elbows in the inside of the armpits. So I want to ideally push out like this. The other thing is that I want the weight back at the heels. If they're forward on the toes, no bueno. So think about shifting the weight back. You know, you can have them just hold their arms in front, just kind of sit here to make sure the weight is in their heels. We're teaching a more hip dominant squat pattern. So we want the weight in the heels, the butt, all those areas that they don't use when they're sitting in chairs throughout the day. Our next exercise is an inchworm. With inchworm, I start in a push-up position here. I come back and I simply walk back, press my heels on the ground, come forward. Walk backwards, heels on the ground, come forward. Now, if the client has a problem with that, they have upper body issues, we can either elevate them on a step, okay, just have them do kind of more of a downward dog situation like this. Or as an alternative, we can just have them do an ankle drive, where they just drive their knee out over their toe. Again, they're feeling the stretch in the back of their heels. Our next exercise is a split squat. For split squat, I'm going to come into a split stance. I'll do a couple facing this way and a couple facing the side so you can see the difference. The goal here, just drop straight down, come straight up. Okay, I'm tensing my body. So you feel a good stretch in the back. I'm trying to keep my knee behind my toe here on the front side. My weight is kind of like in the heel and the midfoot of the front side. Okay, so just so you can see the other side here. You know, you notice I cue the client to think about there's like a string from the ceiling that's just pulling you straight up and down. So I want to go up and down as opposed to forward. A lot of people do that. My knee will come forward. Puts a lot of pressure on the knee. We don't want that. So I'm just coming up and down. Just like that. Now, our next exercise is a lateral squat. Lateral squat, my legs are wide. I'm going to stick my butt out, lean my torso forward, shift my weight into my heel of this side. So pretty much everything is back, everything is butt. I'm thinking about hinging from my hips more as opposed to hinging from my knee more. So again, sitting one side, then I hit the other side. I want them to do two exercises in this sequence are going to be rotary squat. For this one, I cue the clients, so kind of like you're riding a surfboard. So instead of being in this position where I'm nice and forward, I'm going to turn one foot out, and I'm going to sit back in this heel. So I sit back, I hold, I come back up. Again, butt out, I sit back, I hold, I come back up. One more time, I sit back, hold, I come back up. Switch sides, same thing. Sit back, hold, back up. And again, errors that you're going to see there, clients are going to lean forward, so just cue butt out. All right. Last exercise would be a reach or straight leg deadlift. And with this one, I'm going to come on one leg, reach forward, come back up to balance. And with this one, I'm just cueing the client, get as long as you possibly can. All right. If you can only do this while maintaining balance, that's fine. You know, eventually I want you to be able to get as long and deep as you can. What we can also do is have the client hold on to a TRX handle, something like that. You can use it for balance. Same rules apply. All right, so that's your warm-up. We have 8 reps for each exercise with 30 seconds for each exercise, and that's how we roll.